Hello, hello, hello there, beautiful brown girl family. So excited for another episode of Boss. Welcome to the replay and welcome to the live for those of you who are for the live. I'm ready to kick this off. Hey, I see y'all in the comments. So if you will do me a favor, if you will let me know where you are watching from. Also, let me know if this is your very first time hanging out with me on Brown Girl Boss. I love to celebrate our first timers. So as you are logging on, introduce yourself in the comments. Go ahead and drop your city and let me know if this is your very first time hearing about us. If it is, let me know how you found this beautiful brown girl community. So I see you. Let me do a couple of shout outs as you all are getting in here. I see Janine is on. Hello there and good evening. She is from Detroit in the house, deep town. Carmen is also here. So excited to have you from Kansas City, Missouri. Welcome to the party. If you all will go ahead and do me a favor and tag a few of your friends that you think might benefit from our show tonight and share the broadcast on your page so that people can see what you're doing with your evening and join us as well. I see we have a first timer here. Patrice is on and she is here from Tennessee. Yes, welcome. So excited to have you. We also have somebody checking in from Tallahassee, Florida. Okay, my old stomping grounds over there in Florida. So excited to have you. Welcome to the party, y'all. So I won't belabor the time, y'all. We have so much stuff that we need to do today. And so much that we need to talk about, right? So I just want to go ahead and just get started. So let's to be TV Brown Girl Boss who are on to live their very best lives. We come to you weekly with programming that will challenge you and get the conversation going to connect with other girls. My name is Kimberland and I am host and to you all this week on location from New Orleans, Louisiana, y'all. I am in the States for a little bit. I had to come on down for Essence to check everything. That is to be back in the country for a long time. So super excited. Now, let me give a disclaimer. I want to say it is storming here, y'all, like really badly. You may hear the thunder that's going on outside. So I need everybody to cross their fingers that technology will work and it will do what it's supposed to do. There aren't any interruptions today. So hang with me. But I need all the prayer warriors, the good intentions, like all of that. Throw all of that my way so that we are able to get through the show. So if you all will let me know in the comments, is the connection better? Is saying I have bars? What? Not quite sure. And I want to make sure that y'all can hear me, but more so that you are able to hear our guest. So if you'll let me know in the comments if it's any better, and that will help me as I am trying to fight the weather outside. Okay, thanks, Janine. Appreciate that. So I did want to do a shout out. Annabelle is here, KC and Nigeria. Come on, sis. We are too excited to have you in the house. So again, welcome to Brown Girl Boss. This is the place where we talk things that are related to us as brown girls that really allow us to live our very best lives. And tonight, I'm super excited about the guest that we have. She is absolutely phenomenal. So before I introduce her, I want to say one more time, if you have not done so already, please go ahead and introduce yourself in the comments. Let us know where you are watching from. Also, let us know if this is your very first time hanging out with BBG TV or Brown Girl Boss. And the reason that I do that, y'all, is because at Beautiful Brown Girls, we're all about sisterhood and connections. We have over 50,000 beautiful brown girls across the country as well as abroad. And you just might meet your new BFF in the comments. Okay. So I want you to go ahead and make sure that you let everybody know where you are so that you can connect to people that may have like-minded and like interests. Okay. So, whew, that was a lot. All right. So having said that, let me go ahead and tell you who we have on the show tonight. And y'all, I'm gonna go ahead on and say you want to make sure that you have something to take notes with, something, y'all, because like it's gonna be coming fast, okay? Like sis, she knows her stuff, right? So I want you to make sure that you are getting all of this information. But I'll also say that we will have to replay up on our page. So if you do need to go back and watch, that's totally awesome. But I want to make sure that you have your stuff, okay? So hey, Danita said this is her second time hanging out with us, honey. So you are OG right now, girl. You here, you with the people. It's all good. And then we also have Thelma here from Allen, Texas. This is her first time as well. So welcome and some more welcome. All right. So who do we have tonight? Tonight, our guest is Dr. Aikyna Finch. She's an internationally certified and award-winning life and social media coach with a background in business, education, marketing, and technology. She specializes in helping people overcome the obstacles that are keeping them from accomplishing their goals and dreams, and in creating a demand for their supply using social media and technology. Whether it be posting, live streaming, or done for you services, Dr. Aikyna will help you come up with a strategy that will get you noticed and heard in the internet space. She holds a doctorate of management, an MBA in technology management, and an executive MBA from Colorado Technical University. She has an MS in management and marketing and MS in information systems and IT project management from Strayer University, and a BS in aeronautical technology and industrial electronics from the School of Engineering of Tennessee State University. She's a former campus faculty dean with over 30 academic publications in the areas of youth and adult education, social media, and job search. Dr. Aikyna is the co-author of 9 books, a contributor for Huffington Post, Goldcast, Forbes, Thrive. She's spoken at Hey Beautiful, Women's Speakers Association, International Coach Federation. Y'all, did I mention sis knows her stuff? Okay, so tonight we are so honored to have her here with us. So if you all will go ahead and welcome Dr. Aikyna to the Beautiful Brown Girl family. So let's get her in here. Hey there, Dr. Aikyna. How are you today?
I am great. Thank you so much for having me. This is going to be so much fun.
I am super excited and so glad that you were able to create space for us with all of the things that you have. I just love it. And I got so many questions that I want to ask about all of the things that you do, because it is just piquing my interest over here. So if you will, kind of start us off with giving your origin story, if you will, for how you kind of got into this lane that you're in right now, which is kind of a few lanes, because you're multi-passionate, multifaceted. So start us at the beginning, child, and talk us through.
Alrighty. So when I first started, I wanted to be an engineer because everything in when I was in high school, middle school, they always told me I need to do something technical. Now, when I was 5 years old, I knew I was going to be a teacher, but everybody was like, let's capitalize on this thing and let's get her in some kind of engineering field. So I went to Tennessee State and I did eventually get the engineering degree and all those things. And then from there, I went to Colorado to spend some time with my father. And he was like, oh, just take a rest. Yeah, the rest lasted 2 months. Was back in school. We had to get that going. And so I got my first master's in a year, my second master's the second year. And then I thought I was going to get a third master's, but end up applying for the doctoral program. He said, just fill out this survey. Come to find out that was an application for the doctoral program.
No way.
Right. So when they called me and said, "Oh, you applied and we just need this and this," I said, "Excuse me? I did what?"
No, are you serious?
Yeah. I said, "That little man." I said, "All right, that's cool. That's cool." So I said, "Look, if I pass this essay with one try, they don't ask for any rewrites, then I'm supposed to get my doctorate." Well, 3 years and 3 months later, I became Dr. Finch.
Yes.
And so from there, we went to education. The social media came in while I was getting my doctorate. I was working for the Army as a contractor. I was helping soldiers find jobs outside the Army. And this new technology called LinkedIn showed up. And in the process, that way I started networking with people, getting them jobs, finding voices, making connections, things of that nature. And I realized that the things I had to say within me, you start resonating with people that were in all other countries and all over places. I said, okay, this is good. I can do this. So while I was helping the soldiers find jobs, I was also helping find my voice, because I did mention 110% introvert during this time, right? So yeah, so the shift. So the professor came because I went from getting a doctorate to 6 months becoming a dean. Most people go straight to kind of do faculty and then kind of build up. No, I went dean within 6 months. And so here is that. So here I am in this campus, 6 hours away from where I live, by plane. And I'm like, literally, I went from the central all the way to the West Coast. So
wow.
And so I was like, here I am with no campus around me, no anything. So I started recruiting faculty on LinkedIn. I recruited so hard, LinkedIn gave me a discount on my premium account. I still have it to this day. And that was 2011. I'm just saying. So I was recruiting that hard. So anyway, so needless to say, I learned how to leverage some LinkedIn.
Yes.
So from there, Periscope. Around this time, the social media is happening. Then here comes Periscope. So people were following me before, but when they start seeing me and was able to see my voice, because as you can tell, I'm a little lotta, right? And
I'm here for it though.
Yes, we all here for it. That's right.
Yes.
So that's when everything kicked off. It like literally 10x. And next thing I know, I'm speaking at Periscope Summit, and I'm speaking at all these places because people want to know what I know. My page became the place to come to get all the hot topics, to get the new tools, to get all the things. And so that's what I started doing. Eventually started a podcast and called Changing Minds Online. And then the next business, which is Finch and Associates, that's where I do my coaching and things of that nature. And now I help people create a demand for their supply using social media and technology. I tend to gravitate to my servant leaders, those that are in the background doing great things, but just need that platform to be seen. So that's who I tend to gravitate to, but I love all my small business owners.
Yes, y'all. Listen. I'm sitting here taking all of this in because there are so many parallels to my story as well. So I went to Fisk, which was down the street from TSU. I remember as a child, I was super like creative and dance classes and plays and like all of this stuff. But somebody told me I needed to focus on math and science. So my bachelor's is in biology. And I remember when I graduated from Fisk, I moved to Tampa And I thought I was going to get a master's in pathogenic microbiology, but my brain was tired. And I was like, I can't do no more thinking. See, this is where I got to give you kudos, sis, because you was like, I'm finna do this school thing, okay? Like, sign me up, except for, dude that tricked you into getting a doctorate.
Right. But I ended up
Okay.
getting 2 masters after that, though. I ended up getting something.
Right.
So I was like, hey, I said, I'm in for it. But the reason, it is a story behind that one, though. The reason why I got the marketing masters was because I'm sitting here teaching a campus. 2/3 of the people were getting marketing degrees, and I only had one marketing class to my name. So even if I wanted to teach them, I couldn't. So I went and got a degree within a year so that I'd be able to teach my people. Fortunately, unfortunately, they decided to move me to the campus in the South in Alabama by the time I graduated.
Wow.
So I didn't get to teach them.
Right.
But I did end up teaching a lot of my students online. So it did work out. So
Nice.
I mean, yeah, but I think everything that I've done, and you might be able to relate to this too, has been to serve my population.
Yes. Yes. And that's what I wanted to like dig a little bit deeper into. Because so a couple things, but I want to start here first. You mentioned being an introvert. I am an introvert as well. And I feel like I really struggle with I present as an extrovert and I know how to exist in extroverted spaces. So what's that called? Like an ambivert or whatever. But it's draining. Like I'm trying to figure out how to get myself together. How did you and how do you, when you're speaking to your different clients or at conferences or what have you, what advice do you give to people who want to be behind the scenes, who are introverted, but their calling and their purpose says you need to get out here on the forefront? Talk to us. How do we deal with this?
Well, I mean, I totally agree. As an introvert, all of this, people in your face, pouring. Introverts, we drain.
Yes.
We don't. So, whereas an extrovert is feeding, we drain, and that's probably why you get. When we talk real fast and we're real dramatic and all the things because we're literally everything's draining out of us. Okay, that's the trick. That's
yes,
right?
Yes.
So I always have an exit strategy to get to the room if need be. I always know where all my exes are.
Okay.
And I always know, like, I always have like my water or my, just that place that I could go real quick and decompress so that I can perform. Because sometimes you are supposed to still be speaking afterwards, or you have your table or whatever. But I have to take that time because otherwise, we turn into that candy bar commercial when they somebody else. We could turn into that if we haven't had enough.
Yes.
So I go take my break and then come back. I've learned how to position myself in that manner. And another thing is the thing that gets me up when I really don't want to go or when it's pushing, my dreams are bigger than my comfort zone.
Can you say that again, please?
My dreams are bigger than my comfort zone. And the people that are waiting on me, so are theirs. So what would happen if I didn't show up? There were many people that were catalysts for me that showed up. If they weren't in those spaces, where would I be? I'm a catalyst. You're a catalyst. We all are a catalyst for somebody else. What would happen if we were having an introverted moment and wasn't where we were supposed to be at that moment?
Right.
What would happen to that other person?
They missed out.
So I show up. That's right. I show up. And that's what moves me because I know, because in heart, I am a servant leader. And I know that there's people out there waiting on the gifting. So that they can elevate and they can pour. So that's what keeps me going. And I realized that when I found out what my sweet spot was and found that thing that tugged in my heartstrings, I get up. So find that thing that tugs at your heartstring and that gets you up. And sometimes
so I want to I got over here because the push and pull, right, is real. Right? We have a few folks
Oh, yeah.
in the comments who are like, yeah, they're introverts as well. And when you talked about a word that you said was networking, and I feel like networking is often the introvert's worst nightmare. We're like, I don't want to do it, because the traditional, I'll say, understanding of networking is I walk into all these spaces and I got my business cards and I'm talking blah blah, all this small talk, right? Which
Right.
can't deal. So the one of the barriers is even thinking about how to convince yourself to get into that space. So hearing you say, thinking about your dreams and thinking about this assignment that we get to participate in the lives that we have the opportunity to change, that'll get me up.
That's right.
That will get me up. Like I can see that making me really feel like okay, like I can go, and it doesn't feel like such a chore to go and network and talk to all these people. And to Jennifer's point, she says she gets shy around people that she doesn't know. So we thought about our dreams, right? We thought about, well, before I even transition, let me add this, because there's this term that I use called zone of genius, and
Mm-hmm.
finding your zone of genius. What tips do you have for those of us who may be watching that we don't really know what that sweet spot is for us to be able to give us the get up and go, and I can, get through this and go do my assignment. But if I don't even know my assignment and I don't even know what makes me happy or makes me buzz, how am I going to do that? So what tips do you have for folks who are looking for that zone of genius and they haven't yet found it?
Alrighty. So this is how I I notice this in people as a
Okay.
coach. When you turn anything into a certain opportunity, meaning
Mm-hmm.
that I had teaching jobs, I was apartment renting, da 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 da, but I always turned every job that I had into a tech opportunity. That's when
Mm.
I knew I need to be in tech.
Okay.
And so like my friend, she talk about this, she talk about that, da da da, but everything would turn into the W2 mindset. The
Mm.
W2 mindset. I said, you turn everything into the W2 mindset opportunity. Why don't you just stop doing all the
Do
rest of that
that.
and focus on that? Because that
Focus
seems to
on
be where
that.
you are.
Mm.
And when you can turn anything into that type of conversation, that's really your sweet spot. Now you
Mm.
can deviate from here and here and there, but when it always at the end of the day with me, I'm gonna find a tech opportunity. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where my first sweet spot is. My next sweet spot is teaching.
Mm.
Anytime that I can teach, that is also another thing that connects with me. So that is something that I knew. So I knew that I was going to be a teacher and I knew I was going to be a tech person. Well, a tech person has to teach tech. So that is the perfect stream for me. So
Yes.
now, right, see? And tech speaking, all of that related, coaching, all of that related, I found my sweet spot. So when you are looking for things, go pay attention to what you do in a normal day. Pay attention to what you do at work. If you tend to lean into something, even if your job is completely off, I mean, I was a parapro and I turned that into a tech opportunity. I
Mm.
end up working in the lab fixing the computers. Now, how in the world, right? I'm gonna be dealing with the children. I'm sitting over there in the tech thing, building and things. So,
Mm-hmm.
first pay attention to what you do. Pay attention to how you lean, and
Mm.
that's where your sweet spot is. A lot of people tend to go 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 and they don't pay attention to themselves, and
Right.
that when you pay attention to yourself, that's when you're going to find your sweet spot.
Mm. So I'm sitting here thinking as you're talking, like about my sweet spot, right? Because, like I said, I am also a multifaceted, multi-passionate person, and there were times where I felt like I had to not necessarily hone it in, but like separate these pieces of myself, right? So I'm an
Mhm.
educator, okay, I'm talking about that, and I'm a host, so I'm doing this, and I'm an actor and I'm a model, so now I'm putting my creative hat on. But when I think about this concept that you just posed about my sweet spot or what it always goes to, I thrive on leaving people better than I found them. Wherever I could be at the grocery store, I can be doing a training, I can be frolicking down the streets. Like whatever, I'm always looking for an opportunity to deposit something into somebody's life. And it's really making me think about that is the thing. Like that is what it is. And then everything else just kind of falls underneath that.
That makes sense for my conversation because you're an educator, so you educate people to be better. When you're entertaining, when you're modeling, you are doing your things to make them feel better. And
Yes.
then when you are, I know you speak about DEI, when you're
Yes.
speaking about that, you are creating a better space.
Yes.
So it makes perfect sense that you are here to make others better through whatever it is that you do.
I freaking love this so much. So y'all, I need y'all to do two things for me. The folks that are watching, because this about to get even better. Because we about to dig a little deeper. So I want you to one share the broadcast because I am certain that there are some people that in your circles that are really looking for some type of inspiration. They're looking to just exist in a space that makes them buzz. That is that sweet spot. So I want y'all to pause right now, share the broadcast on your page, and tag at least 3 people and tell them to get their behinds in here, okay? Because they need to hear what we're talking about because this is it. The other thing that I want you all to share in the comments is, what do you think is your zone of genius or your sweet spot? Right, what is that for you? Okay, so share the broadcast for me, tag at least 3 friends, and in the comments tell us what your zone of genius or sweet spot is. So Dr. Aikyna, I had mentioned about networking, right? And you know how networking is our one of our nightmares. But now we're reframing that. Okay, we're reframing that. So now we're thinking about this as a mission. We're going to think about this as something that we get to do, right? A way that we get to help people. You was talking about LinkedIn earlier. Let me just be candid with you, sis. I got a LinkedIn. I actually have two. And that goes back to that whole, I feel like I have to divide myself, right? So I had a LinkedIn for like my acting and modeling, and then I have a LinkedIn for like my education, DEI stuff or whatever.
Mhm.
I suck at LinkedIn. like I don't know on there. I don't know. I just don't know what to do with it. Like, and there have been people that have reached out to me on LinkedIn and, asked me to speak at different things or whatever. But I know I'm not using it the way that I really need to use it. So, as a LinkedIn guru with a premium account, okay, tell us some tips to help us do better on this here LinkedIn space, please.
Alrighty. So first and foremost, I would get all my information together before I start my profile and find out which spaces you need help in.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's going to kind of read when they look at the profile, kind of like as a CV, but
Right.
resume type thing.
Mhm.
And you want to make sure that you are speaking to your audience the way you would speak to them, meaning that if you are more of an I person versus a third person,
Uh-huh.
then write your bio in that manner. When you write the section, make sure that they feel your passion. If your passion doesn't exude in third person, write it in first person. but you want them to read that and be like, that she has what I need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I do it in two ways. I do paragraphs for my readers and bullet points for my scanners. And
Mm.
then that way, because as we know, there are certain generations that don't do a lot of, they just, what, I just need my points. I need this,
Yeah.
this, this, and this.
I'm one of
Then
them,
some
Dr.
people,
Aikyna. I don't be trying to read all that, girl. I be like, why they put all
okay,
these words?
all
I won't
right.
do this.
But then I have, my super academics that want to go in and read through the lines, read through the pages, feel the word, the area through the words, all those things. So I have a
Right.
little bit of that for them, and then I have a little bit of bullet points for my other people. I also put an interactive in there if I can. So all the sections that I have some kind of place where they can flip to get social proof, whether I've written an article about that thing, or whether you
Mm.
can see my profile on the company page, or things like that. And then another thing is try to get your account at All Star. It starts at beginner,
Oh,
intermediate, then all star. Okay. All star means that you have the most pertinent information filled out to the best of your ability. Those little things like patents and things like that. Everybody don't have a patent, so they're not going to count that against you. But you
uh-huh.
do volunteer. You do have, affiliations. You do have some type of job of some sort, things like that. So the important
Mm-hmm.
things are filled out that way. That gets 27% more views in searches than if you have beginner intermediate. It also shows that if that you will fill out your stuff for yourself. If you have an incomplete profile, what are you going to do for somebody else?
Mm.
Let's think
I
about
never
that.
thought about that. But that makes so much sense, especially because this is a professional like networking space. So if I can't even take the time to fill out fill out this information, then why would somebody believe that I would do something for a client or something?
Hmm.
Hmm.
And then the banner. Take use of that banner. That's that space that goes with your picture. Whenever they're just scanning through those little boxes, they get the banner, your picture, and then those little bitty things that are in your bio section, that very first part. So you want to make sure that a first sentence is captivating. That's why
Mm.
I created demand for your supply using social media and
Yeah.
technology. I get hits off of that just because of the way it reads.
Right.
Okay. And then tell them a little bit about yourself in the process. Then, but that banner, make it colorful, make it bright, you know, let the banner match your energy.
So can I pause you right here for a second because Danita's comment is resonating with me as well. Like not feeling that you're professional enough, right? So like
Okay.
this is me. Hey y'all, I'm Kimberly. So good to see you. Like da 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 da. Like super relaxed, comfortable, whatever. And I felt like I had to change myself into good morning, everyone. My name is Kimberland. It's so amazing to be here with you all today. Like, I didn't feel like I could say, hey, y'all, right? So, how do we, what would you say to Danita? Help
Well,
us.
Danita, good news. You can now be, hey, everybody, because they are changing from the stuffy version, the strictly professional. They want realness because a company wants a well rounded individual. And
Mm,
so does LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is seeing that. LinkedIn is seeing that their people are doing great things in their businesses. They're doing great things in their volunteer work. They are having fun and they're making their life, their work is now becoming their life's work with these creators that are out there.
right.
They create, they make money to have fun, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
so that was no longer fitting into that cookie cutter mode.
That
So
box.
LinkedIn had to move with the changing times of the new entrepreneur. And so they're now welcoming that. So, girl, get out there and do your
Yeah.
thing. them people know who you are, all of you, because they want the real person now. You don't have to
Mm,
be a perfect entrepreneur. You just have to be a
mm-hmm,
real one. That's the
mm.
deal.
Ooh, that felt good. You don't have to be a perfect entrepreneur, just a real one. You don't have to be a perfect career woman. Just be a real one. Be you. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, this giving look, Danita girl, me too, child. I'm sitting here with goosebumps and such. I'm like, this is good because again, it just feels so insurmountable. Valerie said she didn't understand how to use it. She wasn't getting but like so I appreciate you kind of demystifying this for us and giving us these tips. So we are utilizing our banner space. We are having both paragraphs and bullet points, our readers and our scanners. We are bringing ourselves to the space, whatever that looks like, right? So existing within our zone of genius, within
Yeah,
our
but I gotta
sweet
give
spot.
you a ninja tip. I have to give you the
Okay,
ninja tip. So the ninja
ninja tip,
tip
y'all.
is
Y'all better,
well, the
hey,
ninja
y'all better
tip.
get something to write with. Go ahead.
Okay. So turn now, most of this is navigated on your phone. Okay. So go
Mhm.
ahead and log into LinkedIn on your phone. And the reason why is you want to turn your creator mode on. That gives you LinkedIn Live. That gives you access to the audio lives now. That gives you access to the newsletters. So if you have something that you want to say that just makes you bold and proud, turn it into a newsletter. And they will, and then when you push the button, that first one, they will send it to everybody in your connection list and give them a choice to join it. Yeah, they do that for you. Okay, you don't have, all you do is hit uh publish, and they send it out to everybody, and then everybody else could choose to subscribe or not, and then you'll have a link and start putting it out on your other platforms to bring other people to the yard. But you can't do that if you don't turn on that creator mode on. And then another thing, they have it now where if you push the button on the speaker, you could pronounce your name, having a name like Aikyna. Okay,
Right.
Aikyna Finch. That demystifies a lot of things. But now your profile picture, if you go to LinkedIn and you see Dr. Aikyna Finch, click on that profile picture. You will see a video that I did. I made a video in Canva that talks about the 5 things that make me me.
Yeah.
And that video now plays in my profile space head.
I am like, so so let me tell you why I appreciate this so much. I have literally when I tell you this has been this LinkedIn struggle. Like I've been like, I know that people are using this and I know that people are getting opportunities from this, and I don't know what the heck I'm doing and how do I bring myself to this. So not only is it exciting that I can bring myself because the algorithm has changed, but the opportunity for people to actually see me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
hey y'all, I'm Kimberly. You know what I mean? Like, and get a sense
Mm-hmm.
of who I am is so powerful when we're talking about networking and existing in that sweet spot and zone of genius.
Okay, so let me blow your mind a little bit more then,
Oh
ma'am.
Lord, y'all, she ain't done. Come on. What you
No, no,
got,
she's
Chad?
not done. So, you are now if you were on your LinkedIn and you had 150 people on your business page or on your LinkedIn personal page,
Mm-hmm.
this stream right here would be streaming live on LinkedIn right now because it connects to what? StreamYard. Yes, ma'am.
I got some work to do, honey. I'm about to be out here in these LinkedIn streets. You hear me?
Yes. Yes, you will.
Wow. I had no idea. So I didn't have the ninja button on. See, that's the thing. I needed to have.
Now you don't have the ninja
I
button.
was,
I call it. So that is your creator mode for those. Yeah, I call it we call it the ninja button here because
yes.
whenever I have a good tips, I call it a ninja tip. So
Yes.
it'll blow your mind even more. So my introverts that don't like to be seen, don't like to be heard, but like to be heard, no problem. You got LinkedIn audio live. It's just like Clubhouse. So you just see your
Mm.
picture bubble, and then y'all having conversations. You can have interviews and all that kind of stuff right there on LinkedIn, and don't even have to see each other.
Wow. Okay, now some of y'all said y'all signed up on LinkedIn. Okay, so we need to get on over there and make sure that we're using all of this technology, right? And all of this stuff, because I literally had no idea. Like when I tell you, I just had it because somebody told me I need to have it. Like wasn't utilizing it to its full capacity. So this is feeling so good in my body because it feels achievable. Like it feels like something that I can do, especially if I don't have to play mental gymnastics and control myself to try to be somebody that I be me and I'm accepted in the space.
Yes, and so
Yeah.
now I know you have a popping LinkedIn, Instagram. I've seen it. We connected,
Mm,
right? So you're doing those reels, right? So you're doing
yes.
the reels. Now you can take your reels. Not only can you take them over to TikTok, but now you can actually take them over to LinkedIn too and play them over there. A lot of
Wow.
people are putting their reels over there as well. And
Wow.
so, why reinvent the wheel, ladies and mostly ladies, I assume.
Uh-huh.
Let's beautiful brown girls. Why are we reinventing the wheel? We
Right.
have a lot of content that we've already done before. Now that content we're putting on Facebook, we're putting on Instagram, we're putting on Pinterest, all of those things is now acceptable over here in LinkedIn.
Yes.
Just do just be classy with it. None
Yeah.
of the ratchet stuff. Be
Right, right.
classy. But at the end of the day, they want to see you as a human. They want to
Yes.
see you having fun. They want you to be creating.
Mm,
They want to
mm.
be a center for creation. So put those videos out there. Put those messages, motivational messages out there. I put a motivational message out there today. I put some about repurposing out there the other day, and people are really gravitating to it.
Yeah.
So, join the party. Join
I
the
know
party.
that's what it feels like. It feels like a party, like being, in that space again where I get to show the totality of me. And something else that you said too was then we have the opportunity to send out a newsletter, for instance, and now I can drive people to my email list. Now I can
That's right.
drive people to my website, and my
That's
people that
right.
I have on LinkedIn are not
That's
the same people that I on Facebook and Instagram and the TikToks and the Twitters, right? So
that's
now I get to expose the whole new crew of people to me.
Thank you for mentioning that link, that website. Let me tell you why. Because with this creator mode, why are they now? You know how they used to hide the website under that
Mhm.
button? You had to go click and find it.
Yeah.
Now they're featuring your website right there in your bio, right there in the spot now. Yes. So they want to start featuring you in those spaces. So turn that creator mode on. I just put my
Wow.
my website out there now. I got all these things. They have a feature section, so if you're doing something great, you can feature it first thing on your page, so people can see when they come in and want to know more about you. You can put your videos, your website, your this, your that, awards you won, all of that feature thing. Start utilizing some of those things. You could be, and when you go live, your
Mm,
profile banner, the banner, it turns
uh-huh.
into your video. So anytime people see it, people are seeing the video playing right up under your head when they just scan it through.
Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Okay, so y'all, I'm literally like fighting away the goosebumps because I'm so excited to like dig in and dive in. So y'all, I want you to tell me what tip is exciting you the most right now. From all of these tips, she gave us about 72, y'all. So from all the tips that Dr. Aikyna just gave us, which tip is exciting you the most? Drop that in the comments for me. So I want to shift just a little bit, Dr. Aikyna, because it is very clear, like you know your stuff. We gave the people your credentials, right? We be needing to let people know we didn't just go find somebody off the street. Like you know what you're talking about, and you do this, right? I want you to talk to us about what is your experience as a brown girl in tech spaces? Because tech spaces historically are very white, very male. What has it been like for you in these tech spaces, and how are you breaking those barriers and those ceilings that are put up?
Very good question. So, just this personality is a lot bigger than height. I am technically only a little less than 5'2". So when people meet me, they're like, "Really? I thought you were taller." But this is the thing. Um, I learned quickly how to shift my energy
Mm,
because men work with their energy. They do a lot of puff puff. So I learned how to puff puff with them.
mm,
So, they tend to flex. I
uh-huh,
flex. They flex more. I'm flexing too.
mm,
I'm like, look, I am a quick study. I also decided to get me a mentor because I said, okay, if I'm going to be in these tech spaces, I need to think like they are. So what did I
yeah,
do? I went and found three different types of mentors. I found a beautiful brown girl mentor. I
mm-hmm,
found a beautiful brown male mentor, a
mm,
handsome man mentor, right?
uh-huh,
And I found me a white male mentor. Now,
okay,
most people are like, why did you do that?
uh-huh,
Because this particular person could walk into any place and get whatever he wanted.
yep,
And I wanted to know the secret sauce. I
yes,
wanted to know the ninja tricks. So
okay,
when they would see me coming because they saw a beautiful brown girl, right? You know,
yes,
well, not they saw brown girl. Let's just
yes,
put it out there. So they
yeah,
were assuming that I was going to be, this little. No, sorry for you.
mm,
So I came to the table, as they say, I was coming hot. I was coming in hot, right? Because you have to make sure that you know who you playing with.
yeah, yeah,
So if I was playing with white men, I need to learn from a white man.
mm-hmm,
When I was learning about academics, I went and got me an academic mentor. When I
mm-hmm,
was learning about ministry, I went and got a ministry mentor.
mm-hmm,
I needed to know my territory before I stepped in it.
mm. Can I
Okay.
pause you real quick? I have a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
When What tips do you have about how to approach someone that you
Mhm.
may want to be your mentor?
Good question. So let's let's just have that conversation. So the one that I picked, I had actually went to doctoral school with them. I was 31 when I got my doctorate. So
Okay.
needless to say, I was in my 20s when I started.
Mm-hmm.
They so that made them probably about in their 40s or 50s when they got theirs. So but regardless, we were all on the same playing field because we went and got the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I said was, um, da da da. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to ask you a question. I am interested in learning the ins and outs of things. I would love for you to be my mentor because, and I gave them the reasons why I saw what I needed in them.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I will totally understand if you choose not to already, if you
Mm-hmm.
choose not to, but it would be an honor if you did. And of course, they were like, okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
So the way that I do it is I tell them, first off, I find these qualities amazing in you. I am looking for these to do these qualities as well. I see where I could benefit greatly from learning from you. Would you like to be my mentor? Would you be my mentor?
Mm-hmm.
And when I approached mentors like that, um, they have always said yes. I've never had
Yeah.
anyone to say no.
So it's that I hear you saying a couple things of studying that person enough to know what they do offer and bring to the space, then
Okay.
affirming that
Mhm.
person and letting them know why
Mhm.
you want them to be a mentor, and then being bold enough to ask.
Right.
Just yeah.
So, as a mentor myself, I'm going to answer you those questions why I go that route.
Hmm.
First off, if you come to a person and you don't know anything about you, that's already a turn off.
Right.
Why are you here?
Yeah.
If you don't know what I do, how you know I'm going to be able to help you?
Right.
It can't be, oh, you just dope. No.
Now you
Um,
feel like a groupie, like somebody
Yeah,
just coming and being a
right.
groupie.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
might be dope, but how am I going to help you?
Yeah.
So if you don't know what I do, then how am I going to help you?
Hmm.
Then the next thing is, which way are you going? So you should be able to articulate your goals to me in a way that lets me know that yes, I can help this, this, and this. Or at least tell me where you're going so I can say, I may not be that person,
But I
but
could point
I
you to
do know
somebody.
this other person who is perfect for you. So give
Yeah.
me the opportunity to A, know that you are about it, and
Hmm.
B, give me the opportunity to be able to say I can help you or not and point you in the right direction.
Mm.
And then, giving a timeline, showing that you're hungry. You know, don't go to a person in a lazy fashion because they're going to assume that you're going to be lazy throughout. No,
For
go
sure.
with your ducks in a row. Go, let them know that you know about them. Let them know what you see in them that could help you, and
Hmm.
why you think they should be your mentor, and have a plan.
Yeah.
And then that way, people will more likely to say yes. Okay, I may be busy, but I can see that this is good ground.
I
Show
love that.
yourself as good ground. That's the main.
Ooh, that felt good too. Show yourself as good ground. Okay, so I had cut you off. I'm sorry. So you were saying that you found your three mentors and you gave us our ninja trick to approach that mentor. So what else did you do as a brown girl in tech space to really be able to break through the barriers or obstacles?
I started going to conferences and I started volunteering to speak, and then eventually started volunteering in associations. The reason for that is I need to be around like minded people. Everybody, yes, I have my mentors, but I also need colleagues. I
Mm-hmm.
need that network to be able to go to if I need this, that, and the other. And in tech, there's so many specialties. If I don't have that particular one, but I have somebody else who does, I can go to them and work on a partnership. Tech people work in teams all the time
Mm-hmm.
because of the different specialties that we have. So we are good about having a team. We're good about getting partnerships. We're good about networking. Usually, if you come correct, you seem like you're going to come to the party with your piece intact, then
Right.
you're going to get that networking opportunity for sure.
So Valerie has a slightly a question regarding that. She says she's an older, beautiful brown girl, and it's often hard to get people to mentor an older person because they think you got it all together because you're such an age. What advice do you have for her?
Believe it or not, most of my mentees or my clients are older than me,
Mm.
and it's why they how they approach me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't assume anything anymore. In this world right now, we have there's so many transitions. Technology is taking over. You may be the bomb in this area, but
Mm-hmm.
technology is taking over that area. So now you're back to being a novice,
Right.
and I no longer assume. So if
Mm-hmm.
somebody comes to me and says they need the help, I give them the help.
Yeah.
And I think more than anything, especially for my older brown ladies, the fact that you're coming to me, sometimes that makes them feel some kind of way about it. I'm not going to make them feel bad about it. The
Right.
fact that they just came to me, Okay, let's do it. Let's do this. Let's
Yeah,
make you great.
I love
Let's make
that.
you great. It's
I love
somebody out
it.
there, Miss Valerie. Don't worry about it. Let us know what you need, and let's see if we can find somebody for you.
Yeah, for sure. So on that note, child, this time done flew. Okay, it's about time for us to get out of here. But I need you to tell the people how they can connect with you. This information has been so valuable and so helpful, and I know folks want some more. So, how can people connect with you, find you, hear your stuff, see you somewhere? Tell the people where you at.
Alrighty, so this right here is another ninja tip. You can find me at DRAD Finch on all social media handles. You are not going to be hunting for me because you're going to look for DRAD Finch. If you have a social media handle, please try to have them all the same. Stop making people have to hunt for you. Stop
Mm,
making them have to hunt for you. Mm. So that if you don't do anything, do that. And a way to check that when you're trying to change your names and rebrand yourself is to
mm-hmm,
go to this site called Name Check the letter R. So namecheckr.com. You can put the name in the box and it will tell you how many profiles has that name open. So that way when all the profiles are open, that's the name you choose. Yeah, I'm dropping nuggets today.
you show enough. Oh, honey. Yeah. I did. Listen, y'all. We about to get out of here, but I
Oh,
need
and just so
y'all.
you know, it
Uh-huh.
includes websites and other things too. So yeah, yes,
Namecheckr.com.
.com.
Well, ladies, I don't know how your spirit is feeling right now, but my spirit is full, excited, freaking exuberant. I just feel warm and fuzzy inside. Like I really do. And I appreciate you so much. I feel like you didn't hardly expend no energy. You just do this. You just do this. But I am so grateful for everything that you shared. Y'all, we're gonna have to go back and watch this replay. We need to share this. I can think literally of about 10 people right now that I've had these types of conversations with that need to watch this. So I need y'all to leave this space and I need y'all to run over to the social medias to connect with Dr. Aikyna at DRAD Finch, y'all. I need y'all. We need us to go and connect because I feel like it's a game changer. Like I literally feel like a ninja right now. I literally feel like I got some secret sauce and tips, and this is about to be phenomenal. So I just really want to thank you for
My
this
pleasure.
time and all of these nuggets, honey. You just Janine said the nuggets, the
Yes, I
nuggets.
do.
Okay. Yeah. So if there was anything, I'm gonna give you the last word. If there was anything that you wanted to leave with the beautiful brown girl community, what would be that thing? If they didn't hear nothing else that you said, child, they just logged on. They was like, oh shoot, I thought it was an hour later. What would you say to our community?
I would say it is time to get social.
Mm,
Stop leaving real estate on the table. Let the people know who you are and what you're about. And that includes uh the professional and the personal sides of you because people want to know the whole person, not just a fragment. So stop just giving them a piece and give them the whole pie. That's what I would say to do.
period and point blank, y'all. So thank y'all for hanging out with us tonight. Again, this conversation doesn't stop here. You can continue commenting, you can continue sharing. You're gonna go over to Dr. Aikyna's pages and connect with her. This felt good to the spirit, y'all, and we do stuff like this every single week. So I know we had some first timers that it was your first time hanging out with us. Make sure that you have liked us on Facebook, Beautiful Brown Girls, and really connected with our community. This is what we about, y'all. So if this felt good to you, we want you to come back for even more of this. We'll be back next week, next Tuesday, actually, with our next episode of Brown Conversations, because Monday is a holiday. So same time, same place, y'all. Dr. Aikyna, thank you so much. I am excited. I can't wait to hear all of the feedback that comes in. I'm looking at the comments and people are like, thank you. We might need to have you back, sis, because it's a lot. It's a lot that you got for us. So you are officially a member of the Beautiful Brown Girl community. Yes, honey. So we will make sure you are connected and that people know where you at, okay?
Well, I think you have a chapter where I am now, right?
Yes, we do have a chapter in Nashville. We sure do. And it's a newer chapter. You are correct. So yes, they would probably just be floored if you walked in there to a brunch. So yes, those opportunities to really, really just lean into the community are there. This was good. This felt really good for the spirit, and I'm just so thankful for you.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. And ladies, thank you for those that came in, those popped in anytime. I appreciate you greatly. And please just reach out, and I'm glad to answer any questions you may have.
Awesome. All right, y'all. You all have a wonderful evening. Again, make sure that you share, that you continue to leave comments, and make sure you go connect with Dr. Aikyna. Okay. So we will see y'all next time. Okay. Bye.
Bye.